I thought Jesse would be like how Casey is getting on right now, haywire and just in it for the game. Hi, I'm Tannel. Welcome to my channel, the place where we talk reality TV, news, and gossip. So let's dive in. Today I'm recapping basically the week after Casa Amor and movie night week episodes, who knows, 30 something to 30 something. It's something I've realized basically after Casa Amor. The guys are in the doghouse because the ladies are too deep into their feelings, and when it's reversed, they don't have the same type of energy. And I'm like, whoa, relax. Yes, your feelings are involved, but I mentioned this before. This is just a game. Just relax just a little bit. Just relax just a little bit. It's really not that deep. Because the statistics show that majority of your couples don't last outside of Love Island anyways. So for me, the only person that really like owned up to what he did was Will. Tom didn't. Casey didn't. Ron, like I said before in my last video, Ron was like Jake in Casa Amor, egging on the guys, and that is exactly what they showed he did. And it showed Lana was very disappointed with him, but she wasn't really that bothered about it because she just moved on anyways. But to me, that was a kind of a red flag, because if you're the guy, yeah, you're saying you're in a relationship, but you're egging on your boys to do stuff, really and truly, you're the one who wants to do that, because majority of the time we project our own feelings and emotions onto people. So I personally believe Ron was the one who wanted to do majority of the things that the guys were doing in Casa Amor. Tom, Casey, Tanya didn't really own up to what they did. Like we see a lot of the times, they downplay what really happens in Casa Amor, and then when movie night comes out, we really see what happened. Like, ugh, in a few, I really kind of remember what episode, but Tanya basically expresses her feelings for Shaq in front of everybody. She lets everybody know that she went downstairs to snuck a kiss with Shaq, and Martin was on. I like Martin. Martin is smart. This man knows what he's talking about. He can read up on body language. He can read up on cues. This man can read the room. And I like the fact that he put Tanya in her place. The fact that she was lying about everything. And she was the one that was being bitter about the whole situation, because obviously you got caught lying and basically manipulating the whole situation in front of Shaq. To me, it's like she didn't really like stand her ground to let Martin know, no, I'm done with Shaq. Shaq and I are over. There's nothing going on there anymore. Like, she never said anything of that sort. So, like, I understand where she's coming from in that sense, but again, she did lie to Shaq about the kiss, how the kiss was and stuff like that. I mean, like, why are you guys like lying about this? What's the point of lying when I don't understand like why some of these house guests have to lie about some of these things, because like obviously after you come out, episodes are available for you to watch, so you can go back and watch them, really see what people are lying about, really see what people are saying behind your back. So majority of the time I'm like, why lie about what you're doing when it's going to come out anyways? What's the point? What's the point? This is not Olivia Island. This is Love Island. This is not Live Island. I'm tired of Olivia and her antics and Kai and the past and Tom and this and that, and like, get over it. You're still hanging on to the feelings of Kai. Don't lie. You're still hanging on to the fact that you had something with Tom. You're still hanging on to threads of Tom. You're still hanging on to strings of Kai. So whenever little things come up about you and Kai or you and Tom, you get emotional, like you get into it. And I'm like, yo, like, cool out. Why do we have to see all these antics and drama? Like, why are you still holding on to the past? Like, why do you still want to know why Kai called you fake and disingenuous? It's water under the bridge. This guy has moved on. He doesn't want to talk to you about it. He will not apologize. He's basically said that to you, like, get over it. You need to let it go, because I personally believe that Kai called you fake and disingenuous because he coupled up with Sanam, and basically at that point he didn't want anything to do with you, and he probably does think you're fake and disingenuous because you are, and the fact that you came back with Maxwell and you probably did tell him things that likewise he told you before Casa Amor, and he saw things in you that are fake and disingenuous, and that's why he said that to you. This man has moved on. This man wants absolutely nothing to do with you. Just get over it. Move on. He will not apologize. I do not understand why Olivia is so hung up on this situation. It was like, first it was Zara and Tom. Then Ellie came into the picture, and it's like Ellie, then Sammy, then this, then that. I'm like, yo, get over it. Like, nobody really cares about you that much. Casey is lying to himself, Claudia, and the boys, basically now about Rosie, because you cannot be upfront with telling Claudia that you liked her and you wanted to get to know her at first. I mean, like, these house guests are so deep into their feelings, right? Sometimes I do not understand these house guests, because in some instance they can let their feelings be known, and in other instance they can't. In Casa Amor, they can let their feelings be known, but when it comes to majority of them, and they have to let their feelings be known, they don't do it. Casey, for instance, in Casa Amor, he was letting Cynthia know how his feelings were towards her. And then going back to Casa Amor, he was just telling Claudia what she wants to hear and not really expressing his feelings about Cynthia, because I think he really likes Cynthia more than Claudia. Or he just didn't want to bring her back to the villa to make him look like an idiot. But I think he really did want to couple up with her, because why would you tell her sorry? These people want their feelings to be known, feelings to be expressed, but they cannot really express their feelings. Casey is lying to Tom. Casey is lying to Claudia, the boys, and Rosie about his feelings first, but he didn't tell her he's in a really good place with Claudia. Then he goes back to Claudia and let Claudia know that he didn't let Rosie know that he's open to get to know her when he did, and then it comes back that he still lets Claudia know that he wants to get to know Rosie. Just be upfront in the first place and let her know right off the bat. Like, why do these people have to beat around the bush? You guys want to let your feelings be known. For people going on Love Island, you want your feelings to be known. Then you go and beat around the bush, and the same feelings that you're already talking about in the first place ends up coming out later on down the road, 1 episode, 2 episodes later, or 1 hour, 2 hours later. Just let it out in the first place. I don't know if it's how they cut it, how they put it together for us to be seen, but like, yo, Jessie surprised me. I really thought Jessie would be like how Casey is playing the game. She's really letting her feelings be known. She's vulnerable. She's open. She's really letting Will know how she's feeling in that moment in time. And I like that about her. She's not holding on to anything. She's not holding on to a grudge from what I'm seeing. So Jessie has really surprised me. I think her and will be in the top 3 couples. Movie night. I don't understand what's with this why are you laughing thing, and then the girls are getting way more upset about the guys doing things, but the guys kind of get upset about the girls doing things. And when the guy get upset about the girls doing things, the girls like, shut up, what are you getting upset about? Like, it's not that big and this and that. And I'm like, where's the same energy? Why does this dynamic happen in Love Island where there's this hypocritical thing about the guy's behavior and the girl's behavior? Because the judgment happens from the viewers and the housemates. The girls will do something, the guys cannot get upset. The guys will do something, the girls will get upset. Ron gave his opinion about some of the house guests or some of the couples. Olivia blew her steam. Olivia gave her opinion, but nobody got upset. Nobody couldn't say anything. Nobody couldn't laugh. Jessie was bringing her no Will energy to movie night. You're bringing this energy that you have this argument with Will. You guys are not in a good place right now. So you have that anger and energy in you. And you're bringing that into the game. So you don't want nobody to have fun. You just want everybody to sit there upset and be upset just like you. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. So I really didn't like the fact that went on, that the ladies could have basically just done what they want, said what they want, but the guys, it was just not the same type of energy for them. Shaq has surprised me. Shaq, yo, this man, I have to give props to this man again. I gave him props in this last episode, how he held his composure in the recoupling after Casa Amor. And again today in this episode, this man has elevated his personality. Tanya is messing with this man, and I think Shaq is in too deep, because she is always on the defense when it comes to her being in the wrong and her trying to explain herself in a situation. She cannot admit when she did something wrong. She tries to downplay the situation, what happened in Casa Amor and with Martin. And the fact that Shaq saw her behavior behind closed doors, it showed basically how Tanya will behave when Shaq is not there. And this man, I seriously think Shaq is the one who's going to get hurt out of this relationship after Love Island is over. But I hope these two are my Dami and India from last season, because this man, the way this man like holds his composure, he doesn't yell, he doesn't disrespect, he doesn't argue, he just wants the problem solved. This man is a problem solver. This man is respectful. He's respectful to Tanya. He's respectful to women. He's respectful to the boys. I don't find that he disrespects anybody. This man is genuine. He sat Tanya down, basically let her know like, yo, let's just talk about this. We're not going to fight. We're not going to raise our voices. Like, keep this cool, calm, and collected. This is a man you want a relationship with. No, like seriously, this is a man you want a relationship with, because when shit hits the fan, this man is going to sit you down, talk to you, not going to have some type of argument, getting you all hot and tempered, getting your emotions rising. And I think that Tanya needs therapy. She is the one that has her temper rising every time something happens. So this girl, she's just steaming. She just wants to get everything out, boom, bam, right away. And sometimes you just need to just take a step back, recollect everything, and just think before you act. Because like she just did after she had the conversation with Martin, and Martin told her that she was a liar. She went and told Martin, oh, that you're bitter, whatever, when she was the one that was being bitter about the situation. And you just blurted out you just projecting your own feelings onto Martin, that he was bitter, and you're the one that's being bitter. She should have came back single, and then maybe she should have just take a little step back in the relationship, really try and get to know Shaq and get to know yourself. Self-love, because you project your own insecurities onto people. I think Tanya really needs to find herself. She really needs to find self-love. Otherwise, she's just going to project all her insecurities onto Shaq and the people around her, and it's not going to be good for her in the long run. New bombshells, we've got Rosie and Keenan coming in. So basically they got to go on dates. Rosie went with Casey and Kai. Keenan went with Jesse and Claudia. Yeah, so really and truly the one couple that they see that they can break up, they did, which was Casey and Claudia. I mean, like, that's one of the weakest couples. So like, really and truly, who else are you going to break up? Because there's nobody that they can really penetrate to build a strong relationship with. Rosie try and do something with taking Kai on the date. Keenan tried with Jesse, maybe thinking Jesse will try and break from Will after the whole Casa Amor fiasco, but that will definitely not work. Really and truly, Casey and Claudia are the only couple that they can penetrate and they can break up, so that's the couple they chose to break up. Because in the recoupling, you have Keenan and Claudia, Rosie and Casey. And then everybody else is basically back in their couples, and Martin goes home. So I mean, like it's I don't really think it's a smart move on their part. It's just a safe move because we're almost at the end. Um, like I said, there's nobody else that they can really break up their couple and really build a strong couple that they can push to win. So basically, in the end, Tanya had to choose between Martin and Shaq. And in my last video, I did say that this is what would happen. I did mention that it would come down to this. I would have thought that the producers or the show would have done it at a point where Tanya was a little bit confused. So it maybe would seem like people would have not known who she would have picked. But obviously we knew she was going to pick Shaq and Martin was going home. So I still don't understand why they saved them till the end. Because it's like, what's the point? So that's it for my Love Island week review. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know your thoughts. Bye. I'm Tannel. Thanks for checking my channel. Do subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.